Sometimes it's hard to see what is and what ain't, but I be bound for mistakes to keep my feet in the paint and then box out the world around me. The younger from Hudson County, with bounties is the thrill, but those killers.
Streets reporter of the New World Order, Bishop Grady, let y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News report. Now, if you get murked in outside of your home country, if you get murked in another country that you have attained citizenship in by somebody from your original country, that new country that you live in, they're still gonna consider that a violation. Like, you still killing one of their citizens. Not to mention, it's just rude as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, similar to what happened with Jamal Khashoggi, and I don't necessarily think the United States handled that right. But we have an interesting situation with Canada, where the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, has publicly accused India of assassinating a Canadian citizen in a countrywide, like a prominent Sikh leader, Sikh, S-I-K-H. It's actually a ethno-religion, you know what I mean? It's stemming from the Punjab region of India. It's a Punjabi religion. It's considered dharmic. If you ever studied like Hinduism, you learned about karma and dharma or whatever. This is a dharmic religion. It's a special sect of the Indian population that follows this religion, and they have a big presence in Canada. Well, this one prominent leader in the Sikh community, Nardeep Singh Nijjar, was actually murdered in June, top of the summer, and was assassinated by two men who killed him outside of a Sikh temple, where they then escaped in a waiting parked car. Now, months are going by, but now you have Justin Trudeau actually publicly saying that it was the Indian government that actually set up this assassination. Keep in mind, 3 years prior to the assassination of this gentleman was actually named a terrorist in India. So definitely seemed like there was some, you know, intent on bringing punishment to this particular individual. Same way how the United States have listed their own terrorists and plan to do you know, or like their own, like, you know, criminals and people on their Americans Most Wanted list and all of that. You know, that's why you got your assassination calls and your Ed Snowdens and you know, your Julian Assanges. You know what I'm saying? Freedom people, especially the latter two. You know, Assata Shakur. I hope she's holding it down. I hope she's safe. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the U.S. is really on her top like that no more. But moving on to the news in Canada, though, Justin Trudeau publicly spoke out and basically said that that's like, you know, anybody who comes and commits a crime on a Canadian citizen is like, you know, basically committing a grave violation. Now, apparently, Prime Minister Trudeau had actually spoke with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi about it. Also, it said that the Canadian Foreign Minister, Melanie Joly, had actually expelled, as a result of this finding on yesterday, she had actually expelled one of the top intelligence officials in India from entering the country. And then in retaliation, India then expelled or put a sanction on one of the top Canadian diplomats. So it was a little tit for tat there, but the Indian government is completely denying the allegations. They're saying that it's all politically motivated. I mean, based on the movements that are going on by these countries internationally, I mean, what would there be to gain and to lose from Canada actually making such a accusation? I mean, I know they're not trying to take over India. They got too many fucking people. Like, you're outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? Just by sheer numbers. It don't matter if you want to go to war unless you're talking about dropping atomic bombs. Like, and you know, you ain't really gonna have the rest of NATO that's backing you on that. So it's like, what would be the motive? You know, the motive of India possibly doing the assassination would seem clear, but I don't know. If you're part of the Sikh community, like, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, am I even pronouncing it right? I'm pretty sure it's Sikh, S-I-K-H. You know, but you know, if you're a member of the Canadian community, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, please post the comments, because I definitely want to know more on the inside about what's going on with this. Assassinations galore. And dang, rest in peace to Jamal Khashoggi, because over here, it seemed like in the United States, Jamal Khashoggi was a former Saudi Arabian citizen who became a dual United States citizen and was actually working at the Washington Post while Trump was the president. And then this motherfucker ends up in Turkey, and then it turns out that these Saudi Arabians had got him in a hotel, chopped his ass up, and carried him out the motherfucking hotel in a body bag and burnt that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the furnace and all of that. I reported on this years ago, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Trump didn't want to address Saudi Arabia about it, and neither does Biden want to address Saudi Arabia about it. It's just like they just letting that shit go, gone and forgotten. You know what I mean? But it seemed like a similar situation, though. I don't know what y'all think. Green War and graduation.
You poor, if you ain't poor then you rich. 100K in a year, but after them bills and they shit, 110 billion a cut. Or military or nuts. Is that a tax?